What's up, guys? My name is Mr. Green, and in this video, I'm going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to be starting a new segment since I've done officially 10 reviews, so whoop-de-doo. It's not really a milestone, so to speak, but I did 10 reviews, so I was like, I want to talk about something, but I don't own the Blu-ray. And after watching some decent movies and then some bad movies over the past few videos, I decided I'm going to create a new segment so I can talk about some really, really good movies. That is what I'm going to be calling Netflix Review. So what I'm going to be doing in this segment is I'm going to be taking movies from Netflix, from its large catalog of movies, and then I'm going to be reviewing them. It doesn't have to be a Netflix original, it could just be a movie that's on Netflix. And then I'll talk about the movie, talk about what's good and bad, then I'll review how it looks on Netflix, and if it has like a 4K or an HDR on Netflix, so I'll talk about that. But just so I can sort of broaden my horizons, because all of my Blu-rays literally fit into one bin. I don't have shelves right now. So that bin will only carry me so long, and I want to do save some of them for big occasions. So I'm going to branch out into Netflix reviews, and the first movie, the reason why I'm creating this, honestly, because I loved it so much that I just had to talk about it, and that is going to be Nightcrawler. So not to be confused with the Marvel character, Nightcrawler, the film stars Jake Gyllenhaal in one of the best performances I've ever seen in my life, as someone who is recording things that you see on the news, and then he gives them to the news, and they pay him. He gives the news its footage. That's what he does. He gives the news its footage. But it's like when you watch Taxi Driver, and you can tell that this guy, he's a bit unhinged. There's something not right in there, if you know what I mean. He is insane. He is a madman. He is mad. He's mad. And so as he starts to take a liking to this little business of recording horrific acts and then selling them to the news so they can put it on their broadcasts, he takes on a partner played by Riz Ahmed, and then he sells the news footage to Rene Russo, and his competitor is Bill Paxton. So that's a good cast. And when you have a good cast, great screenplay, and a great director, you get one of the best films of the past decade. This film is a masterpiece. I am not kidding. It's that good. So I'm going to do something a bit differently, and I want to talk about what I didn't like first. Now, with that out of the way, let's talk about what's good. I loved the script. This is one of the best scripts I've seen in so long. I haven't actually read the script, but watching the movie, I can tell that this is a really good screenplay, and I want to find it. I'm going to look it up, and I want to read the script. If I find it, I'll leave a link down below. But it's just written so well. If you see the movie, you'll know what I mean. This is one of the best written films in the past few years, and it's also directed very well. I love the shots. They make it feel very real, very disturbing. Both the shots that Jake Gyllenhaal's character, what's his name? I don't know. But the shots that he takes, and the shots that they take of him, they're very disturbing, and they feel so real. I can honestly believe that this probably happened somewhere at some point. And I like some of the homages. It's one of the, when I was watching the film, when we got to the end, when he's being interrogated and then he leaves. Oh, spoiler alert. Sorry if I just spoiled this for you. Anyway, spoilers. But in the end, after he's been interrogated and he starts to walk out, I started to get some Usual Suspects vibes. Spoilers for Usual Suspects right now. But when Kevin Spacey walks out and he's all limping, and then his feet straighten out, and you're like, oh my god, he was Kaiser Sose. I started to feel some serious Kaiser Sose vibes from Jake Gyllenhaal by the end, and just the final scene in general. I guess they were going for a bit of an uplifting ending, at face value, but this is a very deeply disturbing ending. His partner was just killed by his own doing, and now he got everything that he wanted because he did this whole ridiculous plan. it's like, it's something that I could see Scorsese directing, and it's that good, and it's that, like, it's got, like, a sense of dread layered under a sense of uplifting, if you know what I mean. Something else that I really liked was the editing. This film is paced extremely fast. I didn't feel bored in, like, not even a second. Most films like this, people, sometimes myself, are like, oh, I feel like it'll drag a bit, and yeah, it's just snooze and stuff like that. Now, I'm not one of those people, but there's always, like, a little bit of a sneaking suspicion in the back of my mind. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time, or while I watched this, I was sitting in a bed, and, like, I just, like, moved from, like, the back on the pillows all the way to the front, where I was just sitting on the frame. It was that good. And let me just talk about the best part of the movie, Jake Gyllenhaal. Jake Gyllenhaal is amazing in this film, and I am so shocked that he was not even nominated for Best Actor in, 2016, I believe. That's just a crime. That should be a crime. I think all the members of the Academy should be sent to jail for this. He is amazing. He is just magnificent, and I was never really that much of a Jake Gyllenhaal person. Like, I mean, I liked him. I had nothing against him, but my God, now I'm like, for the David Fincher film Zodiac, I am super excited for that, and I already was. And just all of the film. Here are some movies by him that I'm excited to see. Like there's Enemy. I want to see Enemy super bad. Prisoners. Oh my God, that's gonna be amazing. But he is just so good in this movie. Like, I can't stress enough how great he was. And the rest of the cast was good too. I liked Renee Russo. She was pretty good in the film. I feel like yeah, she was good. I don't know why I said that like I was gonna say a flaw. There was no flaws. This is perfect. Riz Ahmed. I felt like he was the one that you're supposed to relate to. Like, you put yourself in his shoes while watching Jake Gyllenhaal do all these ridiculous acts. You're like, oh my God, what are you gonna do? Like, he's just always like, what are you doing? Where are we going? But it's not in an annoying way. It's in a way where you yourself are wondering, where are you going? What are you doing? And you're just as scared as he is. And that is amazing. And Bill Paxton, I will say this, I wish he was in it more. I liked his character as sort of like the rival. Then he gets in that car crash, and I'm not sure. I don't know if he died. Did he die? Leave your comment in the comments. Did he die? Did Bill Paxton die in the movie? But I like how they keep it ambiguous whether Gyllenhaal arranged the crashing of his car into that pole, because like they're like, how could he have crashed into that? Like it's so obvious. Like, you wouldn't have crashed into that unless you were like, there's no way. And so they keep it ambiguous whether he arranged it so that he would have crashed, since there was that whole little incident with when they have that confrontation where Bill Paxton tries to offer him the job and he's all like spits in his face. That was a great scene. But Bill Paxton, also great in the movie. Something else that I liked about this movie is the way he evolves. He goes from just stealing like a bike from just like some random person, and then selling it just to get like a camcorder, and he has this like weak little, like tiny little car, and then by the end he's got like a red Dodge Charger and like big professional equipment. Like, you see how as he goes on, he starts to go into more dangerous like areas and record more footage that'll be at a higher value. So he sells it at a higher value, and he makes tons of money. And something I really like about the film is his watch. At the beginning of the movie, I don't know what he's doing. He's trying to like break into like these tray tracks, and then a cop shows up, and then and you see the cop has a watch, and then it just cuts away, and the next thing you know, Jake Gyllenhaal has the watch. You see like them getting into like a bit of a scuffle, and you don't know. The assumption is that he killed the cop. So either he killed him or just left him really badly beaten at the train tracks. So that's just like the first sort of nudge in the direction that this man is insane, and he just killed a police officer or badly injured a police officer enough to steal his watch. So I really like that. That was very well done. So guys, in the end, would I recommend Nightcrawler? Yes. Go watch it now. Watch it right now. Open Netflix. Click on your profile and watch Nightcrawler. It'll be the best hour and 55 minutes of your life. That's probably not true, but it'll be a great hour and 55 minutes of your life, and I'm going to give Nightcrawler an A+. Go see this film as soon as possible. It is as good as you've heard, and if you haven't heard anything, it's great. Now, on Netflix, I'm stepping into new territory, new waters with reviewing Netflix visuals, and the film, it looked good. I don't know if I'm going to be doing this. I might cut this out of the video. I might not do it in future videos. But all I can say is that it looked good. It sounded nice. The film, I love the way it was shot like at night. The nighttime sequences, they look really well. So it didn't look muddy. It all looked very clear, but not in like a glossy way. It sounded very nice. I like the way it sounded. It just handled really well. I think I'm just going to be doing it like I do a Blu-ray, just, without the thing. But I will say this. What I'm going to do is that if this movie has a Blu-ray release, which Nightcrawler does, here it is right there. I'll leave a link for that in the description below. And I'm going to say whether you should buy it on Blu-ray or whether you shouldn't buy it on Blu-ray. I'm not going to give the Netflix movies like ratings like something out of 10. I'm just going to say whether you should buy it on Blu-ray, and Nightcrawler, definitely you should buy it on Blu-ray. It'll probably look just as good as it does on Netflix, and it looked great on Netflix. It's not in 4K on Blu-ray or on Netflix, but I still recommend you buy the Blu-ray. I know I will, so that's my thoughts on that. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, share, subscribe. If you've seen Nightcrawler, what do you think about it? Leave your comment in the comments down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.